In this episode, we will explore the excavated artifacts of ancient Earth, historic and unbelievable man-made structures that have lasted for thousands of years. But will they last any longer in a life without people? Welcome to Earth. Population 0.
Easter Island is an island off the coast of South America. It has mysterious metal statues that have been there for thousands of years, built by Polynesian people.
After a year, King's tissue begins to rot away until all that is left is a skeleton.
The Rosetta Stone, a famous stone written in Greek and Egyptian. It held the key to deciphering the Egyptians' hieroglyphics. But how long will it last in a life after people?
Machu Picchu was a vacation home built by the Incans with stone. It is located in the mountains of Peru, where it is exposed to ice and rain.
Pompeii, a land once choked with disaster thousands of years ago. What will be its future in a life after people?
These clay soldiers were part of the first emperor's tomb in China. They are now battling the forces of nature. There's a volcano on Easter Island that could erupt at any moment, and the already sinking statues could be covered up by ash.
Without humans, Machu Picchu begins to get overgrown with plants and begins to crumble.
1 year after people, the city of Pompeii still stands. "100 years after people, Mount Vesuvius, the city near Pompeii, has erupted, covering the city in ash and fire.
The terracotta warriors have a device pushing hot air away from the army. But when the power goes out, the warriors are left to fight nature and begin to deteriorate.
"5,000 years after people, the Rosetta Stone is outside the building still, but plants are now growing over it. It is covered and is barely legible.
After 1,000 years, all that remains of Machu Picchu is a pile of crumbled bricks atop a mountain.
The volcano on Easter Island has erupted, and the Moa statues are now preserved deeper under the ash, where they will never be found.
After 5,000 years, King's skeleton has sunk into the soil, and many of his bones show erosion over the years.
The warriors are now all destroyed and only rubble is left. This great man-made wonder is now gone.
After 1 million years, all that remains of Machu Picchu is mountains.
1 million years after people, Pompeii is now deep underground. The remains of all the buildings have now been covered with vegetation. In this episode, you have seen all of mankind's greatest achievements and some of the most important things ever been turned to rubble by the power of nature.